and welcome to Grey Dog FM. This is Dave Dog here. What we're doing today is we're going back to FM 19 for this experiment. We'll go back to last season in February, I believe it was. Yes, February. Marcelo Bielsa was sacked by Leeds United after a poor run of results and shipping lots and lots of goals. Pep Guardiola was giving his press conference and he said he was very sad and that Marcelo Bielsa was a better coach than him, in that he didn't think he would have been able to move Leeds with their squad from the Championship into the Premier League. So we're going to test that out. We're going to swap them over along with their key staff. So Marcelo Bielsa will take over at Manchester City in July 2018 and Pep Guardiola will move to Leeds along with his staff. So here we are with the Leeds United staff then. Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, fitness coach Simon Bitcon, coach Brian Kidd, another coach Rodolfo Borrell. Those six have moved over to Leeds United. So here we are then at Manchester City. I've got no kits loaded or any player picks or anything like that. It's just a bog standard game. So we're not really looking into the actual player picks or kits or anything like that. We're just going to look at the actual results. Before that, we'll just show you what happened in the first game, and then we'll holiday through until the end of the season and see where we are at that point, and so on, and we'll move on season by season. So Marcelo Bielsa, assistant manager Diego Reyes, Marcus Abad, the goalkeeping coach, has moved on. Carlos Corberon, coach. Diego Flores, the coach. I think that's all. We've moved there. And if we just look at the transfers that have been made, Tolisso has come in from Bayern for 48.5 million, and Gundogan has gone to Bayern for 45 million. So more or less a swap deal. Slight bigger fee paid by Manchester City, but they've got in a defensive midfielder, and that certainly sounds like Marcelo Bielsa wanting to get that key player in place. And the more attacking, shall we say, Gundogan has gone the other way. Riyad Mahrez has already come in. That's pre the swap over. And Zinchenko has gone out on loan to Milan. So on Leeds United then, the transfers that were made. Dusan Basta has come in, right wing back from Lazio for 450,000. Minimal fee, not a lot of money available. And Stanley Gnocchi has come in on loan from PSG, a young central defender, and Will Huffer gone out on loan. So if you look at the Leeds United first game there, we've got a 1-1 draw at home to Stoke. Mateusz Klich getting the goal in the 88th minute, equalising. That was the first game there for Pep Guardiola as Leeds manager, and in real life Marcelo Bielsa, as we know, won 3-1 that first game and blew everyone away with that performance. A 1-1 draw was more what the fans would be hoping for against Stoke, who were the favourites to go back up again. They've just been relegated from the Premier League. The new signing, Basta, didn't last long, injured early on, so Luke Ayling came on, and the new on loan signing, the young player centre-back, played with Pontus Jansson and played quite well at 7.2. So if you look at the Man City then, lots of friendly wins there. One defeat in Australia, Melbourne City. All the others clean sheets, plenty. And in the Community Shield, 3-0 win against Chelsea. Goals from Laporte and 2 from Leroy Sané. More or less a normal Man City side there. New signing Riyad Mahrez playing. So a good start for Marcelo with the Community Shield. 3-0. First game against Crystal Palace is the week after. We're going to now holiday on and through to the end of the season and have a look and see the respective positions of Leeds and Manchester City. Okay, we've holidayed through. We're now on the 3rd of June, the end of the season 2019. And as we can see, Manchester City here finished second in the Premier League. So let's have a look if Marcelo guided them to that. Their prediction by the media was to finish first. And if we look at that, Marcelo Bielsa still in position as the manager. 38 games played, with the finished second in the Premier League. Top scorer Sergio Aguero with 26 assists, to be expected. Kevin De Bruyne 15, and most player of the matches Sergio Aguero 7. So let's have a look then at the table. And they lost out by 1 point to Liverpool in the Premier League, finishing second. Some 7 points clear of Arsenal in third. So if you look through at their games, we left them after the 3-0 Community Shield win over Chelsea, and they had a really good run until drawing at the end of September away at Newcastle, again winning games again, and then drawing away at Leicester. And a first defeat of the season came in the Champions League group away at Napoli, a 4-1 defeat, quite a hammering there. And then results not so good after that. A draw at home to Tottenham in the league. And then after a Champions League away draw at CSKA Moscow in December, several wins there. A draw 3-3 at home to Cardiff, which was a slip up in the Premier League. And then the first defeat of the season in the Premier League, 29th of December away at Liverpool, a 2-1 defeat. Then in January they were knocked out of the FA Cup on a replay, drew 2-2 at home to Arsenal and lost 3-2 in the replay. Carabao Cup semi-final, Liverpool lost away 2-1 and lost at home 2-0, so knocked out by Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Out of the FA Cup, so just Europe and the Premier League to concentrate on after that. They lost 1-0 away to Everton at the end of January, following that up with successive defeats, losing at home to Chelsea 2-1, then get back on track with a 6-0 win over Newcastle, and first knockout round of the Champions League, home win 2-0 against Barcelona, and following that up with a 1-0 win away, so knocking out Barcelona and going through with several wins in the Premier League, but a defeat, if we go back to that one, a defeat in London again against West Ham 3-2. Champions League quarter-final, home to Inter 1-1 and a 1-0 away win, seeing them through to the semi-final of the Champions League. Another defeat there in the Premier League, so the Champions League interfering with the Premier League fortunes, and a 2-0 defeat at home to Arsenal, and followed up with a 2-2 away draw against Wolves. And then in May, Juventus in the semi-final of the Champions League, a 1-0 away defeat and a 2-1 home win, but going out on away goals in the semi-final. So very unfortunate there. Game that decided the Premier League in between those two Champions League semi-final legs was Liverpool at home, and a 1-1 draw, which more or less handed the title to Liverpool. Last game, away win at Cardiff, but Liverpool also winning and taking the title by 1 point. So a very good season for Marcelo, as his first in the Premier League with Manchester City. Knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League on away goals. Second by a point to Liverpool in the Premier League. Very unfortunate, could have been better, but a reasonable first season for Marcelo at Manchester City, and only the Community Shield to show for that as a trophy. Pep Guardiola, in a press conference when Marcelo got sacked, said he wouldn't be able to do the same job at Leeds as Marcelo had. So let's see how he got on. So here we are at Leeds then, and the first thing we notice is that the manager is Paul Lambert. So Pep has not lasted out the season, or he's seen out the season and moved on. So let's see what happened then. Leeds finishing 10th in the Championship, and top scorer Kemar Roof with 17. Most assists, surprisingly, Adam Forshaw with 9. And player of the matches, Kiko Casilla with 6. So let's have a look, see what happened then. If we go to Pep Guardiola, He's no longer managing anybody, so he must have been sacked, as he's not moved on to another club. Guardiola had a brief spell in charge of Leeds between July 18 and February 19. So February 19 went out. Here we go. This might tell us. So he lasted 237 days. Players bought 1.3. 3 players. Players sold 2 for 6.5 million. Highest fee spent was on Gerard Gumbau in January 19, 700,000. He sold Luke Ayling in the January transfer window for 4.3 million, but doesn't tell us there where he actually left the club. So Leeds left 23rd of February 2019. Let's have a look at the fixtures then and see how Pep Guardiola got sacked. So seeing his squad, 23rd of February went. So 23rd of February, Bolton at home. We lost 3 games in a row and 4 out of 5 in February. So he'd won 1 in 7 games. So board ran out of patience with him, and Pep Guardiola was sacked after a 1-0 defeat at home to Bolton. Where did Bolton finish up? 17th. So not a good thing, and you can see why on those results that he did get sacked. Let's have a look through the season then. So we left with a 1-1 draw against Stoke at home, which was a reasonable result. As we said at the time, Marcelo Bielsa blew everybody away with a 3-1 win in that game. So we went to Derby then, won 2-0, knocked out of the Carabao Cup, 1-0 at Sunderland, not disastrous that. A 1-0 win against Rotherham at home, a defeat. Away to Swansea 2-1, drew 1-1 with Norwich. This is where it starts going wrong then. The back end of August, after a reasonable start, 2 wins in his next 2 championship games, but then no win until October, a 2-1 win away at Hull, and then 3 games without a win, but then a good run. 27th of October, 4 successive wins. Forest at home, Wigan away, West Brom away, Bristol City at home. So a good run then, and then a couple of poor results. Lost at home to Bristol City 1-0, Sheffield United away 2-2 draw, but then a couple of wins. A loss to Villa away, not bad. Blackburn at home, a draw. Hull at home. So finishing off December and the year 2018, not too bad. Then we had an FA Cup exit to Man U, not that bad a result, 1-0 away. But losing away to Forest, beat Derby, double over Derby, 2-0. Lost away to Stoke 2-1, so a lot of close games, but then this disastrous run. We won away at Middlesbrough. So not enough wins, and ended up with that 1-0 defeat against Bolton for Pep. So he was right. He wouldn't have been able to do with Leeds what Marcelo Bielsa did, and that Marcelo was a much better manager than him. And this experiment seems to prove the case. Let's just have a look at the players then. So as we saw, Kemarouf, the top scorer with 17, but well behind that on 7 was Alioski, and behind that Calvin Phillips with 4. So goal scoring being a big problem for Leeds. Not being able to go out and buy a top class striker was a problem for Pep Guardiola, and he paid for it with his job. He didn't come up with a system that got results on a regular basis, and defensively as well, not strong enough. So there we have it. Pep Guardiola goes. Marcelo, although not winning anything, doing quite well at Manchester City. So the experiment proves, as Pep Guardiola said, Marcelo Bielsa is the better manager. Thanks for watching this experiment. Please reply in the comments if you want to see any other experiments. I'm willing to do anything similar to this, whether it be back seasons 2018, 17, whatever, or up to date with FM22. Thanks very much for watching. Dave Dog out, and I'll see you next time.